And here's some of those gang members walking around, skulking around on people's property in the middle of the night. They're night walkers. Looks like he's got a selfie stick in his hand. Her shirt says Doom. And they're wearing night vision goggles. And that is the neutral gang member clothing. The khaki pants and the gray hoodies. And that's them. That's a few of them. Skulking around on people's property in the middle of the night with it looks like a selfie stick. I mean, what are they doing? Are they videotaping people in their homes? Looking for their next victim? Maybe they need to learn to stay on their own property at night. How about that? And then here's one that was trying to break into my house with night vision goggles right there. And he was in my window for over 5 minutes. And then I started yelling at him. And that's when he left. And that's where he left. I'm going to back the video up. This is all the way across is my kitchen. And there he is in the window with night vision goggles. Maybe they need to learn to stay on their own property. Bunch of scum. This is a criminal gang organization, and this is what they're doing in Clinton, Maine. And the cops wouldn't do nothing to stop it either. They just let them terrorize me. So there's a close-up in the window. And then there he leaves. And then these members literally attacked me on this occasion for taking a walk on the road.
Until you started telling me to keep walking. Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me? I'm walking by. I didn't hold this camera up at you at all until you started telling me to keep walking. It's a public road. Go for it.
That's the gang member. That's that same guy. And he keeps saying he's going to call the cops because they're friends with cops in the local police department in Clinton, Maine.
I'm sorry, what?
He's going to call the cops. He was threatening me. You better keep walking. I'm taking a walk on my road, and my house is just a couple houses down.
I wasn't filming you at all until you started telling me to keep walking. Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me?
Yeah, he wants everybody to stay away from his property. You can't even walk on the road. This guy's acting like a Karen. You can't even walk on the road past his property because he's a Karen. You know, and he wants everybody to stay away from his property. Well, maybe the gang members shouldn't have been stalking me in the middle of the night on my property. How about that?
Oh, until you started
the road.
Walking. It's a public road.
Yeah. What a Karen.
Go for it.
Guys are these gang members are major Karens. And those neutral gang members, they stay in those little trailers. They live in those little trailers off grid, and then they move around with the gang members. It makes it really hard to track them. And 2 police officers did come out that day. Yeah. That's why he keeps saying he's going to call the cops, he's going to call the cops. 2 cops did come out that day, and they were both driving separate vehicles. And I was on my deck, and I watched it. And the first vehicle, Clinton Police Department vehicle, came down, slowed down at the front of their driveway, flickered his lights, flashed his lights just for a second. And then these guys all started yelling, "Hey, hey, Officer DeLuca, how you doing?" Because he knows him. And then a few minutes later, a Clinton Police Department vehicle comes down the road. It does the same thing. It slows down in front of their driveway, flickers those lights a little bit, and then they all started yelling, "Hey, hey, Officer Smith, how you doing, Officer Smith?" Because they all know each other. And that's Officer DeLuca, and that's Roger Smith. DeLuca is gone, and Officer Roger Smith apparently likes to smoke white cigarettes.